Guys, I'm a little upset. I got to be honest with you. I had a top 5 list, and I never got to number 1. Now, if you remember, we were talking about top 5 guys who have to win an NBA championship. They need it. They need it to validate their careers.
I remember Joel Embiid was pretty high.
Embiid was number 2.
Okay.
Devin Booker was number 3. Steph Curry. Booker was 4. You're right. Thank you, Tony. Steph Curry was 3. Donovan Mitchell was 5. Yeah. Yeah.
Steph Curry.
You also had him winning 2 more championships in the next 10 years.
He does need
Who, Steph?
Yeah, you had him winning,
does
but he's
Steph
also
need to
number
do
3 on your list.
No, because he's one. I'll explain why, Woody. Okay, on Steph, he has won 1 title without Kevin Durant. Okay, then he brought in Kevin Durant. They won 2 more titles. He needs another one without Kevin Durant to validate his career. He does. Otherwise, he just has 1. You know. I know he has 3, but it feels like he just has 1. A second would feel like a second. You know what I'm saying?
It has been a surprisingly dormant last few years for the Golden State Warriors.
Right.
Almost entirely injury-based. However, like I understand what you mean. It needs like I'm Steph Curry. I'm the best player in the world.
Right. He could say, listen, I won 1 without Kevin Durant. Then he came here. I won 2. And then I won 1 with Andrew Wiggins. I mean, there you go. That's it. That's how you do it. I can win with anybody.
I just think like he's going down as the best shooter of all time. But like, I don't think he's ever really entering like a greatest player of all time conversation. And like, he could very well, if the Warriors continue on this trajectory, like get to 5 or 6 titles.
Yeah, I agree.
But I don't think that he's ever going to be in that conversation. I feel like his legacy's cemented.
I have a question for you, Stugotz.
Sure.
So Kevin Durant's championships in Golden State don't count.
Right.
And Steph's with Kevin Durant also don't count until he wins another.
Correct.
So right now he has currently 1 championship, but if he wins another one, then he has what, 4 championships?
So he has what? Well, he actually has 3. Okay. Now the one without KD means more than the 2 that he won with KD. If he wins a second without KD, he has 5. I'm just telling you, Billy. That's how I do it in my head. I know you think 4, but winning 1 with Andrew Wiggins without Kevin Durant would feel like 2 to me.
So you're giving him like
an extra ring. Yeah,
you're giving him like a title and a half for the non-KD titles.
Anyone who can win Andrew Wiggins a ring deserves a ring and a half. Is kind of what I'm thinking here. Is that fair? You don't like that, Bill?
No, I mean,
he asked a question and gave you an answer. Why? You think he should have 1?
No, I was trying to figure out if those other 2 counted, but you say they do count. Because I thought we were going from 1 to 4 or 1 to 5.
Those 2 count. They don't count for Durant. They do count for Steph, Clay, and Draymond Green. Because what they did was smart. They took the guy from a team that was up 3-1 on them in the Western Conference Finals, and they were terrified of that guy, so they got that guy to join them. You know? That's on KD. It's not on Steph. It's a heady play by Steph. It's not on KD.
Andrew Wiggins was Mr. Basketball USA in 2013.
Number 1 pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Really good.
I know.
Stugotz, says every single title on that 2017, 2018 Golden State Warriors not count in your personal record book because Kevin Durant was there?
For every player?
Yeah, so like does Clay's title not count?
No, Clay's counts.
Okay.
Yeah.
Draymond's count?
Draymond's, yeah, it counts. Yeah.
So you're only taking away Durant's title in your personal record book.
That is exactly right. Yeah.
Sometimes Steph.
Yeah.
Anyone who was in that house in the Hamptons and helped recruit Kevin Durant to the Golden State Warriors, they get a title. That's a good job out of them. They got rid of the biggest threat, right? It was Kevin Durant.
But they took the easy path. Everyone there took the easy path.
No, Kevin Durant took the easy path.
And not only
Kevin Durant could have said no.
Golden State did too. Because they could have just said, KD, yeah, you're going to be in Oklahoma City, you're going to be in Boston or wherever.
Right.
We're going to beat you because we have enough.
What
we
they
just went 73-9. We have enough.
They identified the biggest threat and they eliminated that threat.
Exactly.
That's what they did.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Addition by addition.
Yeah.
Yep.
They can pick up Quinn Cook and be like, you know what, with Quinn Cook, we're going to win the NBA. So we don't need you, KD.
Right. They could have done that.
For them, it was like we're offloading some of the
But
burden.
that's not for them to recognize. That was for Kevin Durant. That was for KD to recognize. Hey, it doesn't matter if they have me or not. It could be Quinn Cook, and they're still going to win an NBA championship. KD fell for it.
Also,
he was wooed by those 3 guys.
I not only do I think that it should count against the other players, but it should also count against the front office because this was the one offseason where the salary cap jumped $26 million because of a new TV deal.
Right.
They didn't smooth it out over time. And so the revenue the new revenue is the reason why this even was a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
This should never have happened. And so, really, this is an entirely fluky situation. So, in my opinion, this shouldn't count for anyone in any of their personal record books.
Really? Wow.
If you're going to take KD's out, which I don't think you should, I disagree with you about that.
Well, I did.
Oh, you did. But if you're going to take it out for KD,
Right.
this is an incredibly fluky situation, and it's the Warriors, 73-9,
Yes.
picking up who was probably then one of the top 5 players
But
in the league.
that's
They didn't
not-
need
that's
But
him.
not
that's
on
not,
them.
it's not
Yeah,
on them. It's a
that's not
smart
on them.
play
It's
by
a good
them.
sales job is what it is.
Yeah.
Listen, the year before,
SJ, yeah.
they were down 3-1 to Kevin Durant. Now, Durant choked and he blew it, right? And they didn't win it. And so Durant, rather than go back and, try again and work out with Westbrook and all that, he decided, hey, I'm going to go join those guys. That is a great job by the Warriors and a terrible job by Kevin Durant. That's it. It's not on them. That's what the Warriors should have done.
Took the easy way.
No, they identified who is the biggest threat, and they said, hey, we're going to take that threat away from your team. And it was just Russ. That's it. That's not a
Also,
threat.
In retrospect, demanding that Kevin Durant go make it work with Russell Westbrook. I get Kevin Durant why he didn't want to do that anymore.
He was up 3-1.
He knew where that was going with
No.
Russell
But he was up
Westbrook.
3-1
He
on
knew
that
where
team.
It was going. That Clay game.
Make it work.
That
yeah.
Clay
The
game.
Clay
Make it
game.
work.
The Clay
Yeah.
game,
Oh, the
06.
Clay
What the
game.
greats do.
Game
I
6
mean,
in OKC.
right? Imagine
Goodness
Jordan
me.
joining the
Mhm.
Pistons. Think about that.
Yeah. Koozie, yeah.
Right? Kuz. Imagine that.
Jerry
Bob
West, yeah. Bob
Yep.
Pettit, yeah.
Right.
I saw about Pettit in person when Amina and I went to Cleveland.
Really?
Mm,
90 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still huge.
he screaming at people?
really?
No, very soft spoken.
Mm.
But I did talk to Rick Barry.
Yeah,
He said, Stugotz, I hate him.
he does hate me. He does.
He didn't even know Tony knew you. He just says that.
Couple of ballers cutting it up,
yeah,
huh?
well, Hoopers know.
So, Stu, who's number 1?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on a second.
Let's go through the list again, top to bottom, 5 to 2.
Really? Okay. Donovan Mitchell was number 5. Tired of the 50-win seasons. Tired of 30 points a game.
I love how you're tired of winning.
Spider, yeah.
Win a title.
Like,
Yeah.
should they go 500 instead?
Just win a title. I mean, how about that? Number 4 was Devin Booker. I'm tired of the 60-win seasons. He's only had 1. I'm tired of the 50-win seasons. He's only had 1. The curse of Chris Paul. You want to sit at the big boy table, okay, the adult table, win a title. He's not there yet. He's got to win a title. Number 3 was Steph Curry for the reasons we just discussed. Thank you. Tired of the 70-win seasons. Tired of the 60-win seasons. Tired of the 50-win seasons, the threes, the pregame stuff. Just go out there and win another title, okay? You need it to validate your career. Number 2 was Embiid. Tired of him. All the talking, all the nonsense. I'm tired of the 50-win seasons, the process, all of it. You drove Ben Simmons out of town. You thought James Harden was going to be better. Get out of here. Go win a title. That's number 2.
How about that?
How about that? Number 1,
This is big.
James Harden. You have played with Kevin Durant not once, but twice. You have played with Russell Westbrook. You have played with Chris Paul. You have played with Trevor Ariza. You have played with Kyrie Irving. You have played with Joel Embiid. All right? Go win a fucking title. I mean, you have had the greatest teammates in the history of the NBA, and you have nothing to show for it. Do me a favor. You, Embiid, get off my list and go win a title. That's it.
Harden also played with Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's not on the list. Yeah. Durant probably should have been on the list now that I'm thinking about it because he hasn't won one yet. Yeah. Now, if Durant wins, it's such a great opportunity for Durant that I'd be willing, Whittingham, okay, to give him back his 2 titles that I took away at Golden State. If he, in the 7th spot with Kyrie Irving, if they can get through Boston, get through the next round, get through the Eastern Conference Finals, and then beat Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals, which would be a great matchup, I will give KD the 2 rings he won in Golden State back, and I'll give him 2 for the one he wins this year. He'll have 4. He'll be on Jordan's heels. How about that? That concludes my list.
Good list.